everyone, welcome back to my channel. Excuse the noise in the background, that is my fan running. It's quite loud, but I'm just keeping it running right now. It's actually, the weather is so nice outside, but we have a lot of windows, so it traps a lot of heat. So anyways, so it is Saturday morning and I am editing what I filmed yesterday. So I was planning my mini for next week, and I'll be using the Roygbiv sticker book, the volume 1, the original, and I picked out some orange florals with some yellow accents, and just getting in the fall spirit. And I'm also using some from the Rong Rong Seasonal, which I've been so excited to use. Like, I used a little bit this summer, or actually probably closer to the spring I used some, but the summer stickers I just wasn't as crazy about, and so I used some of the girls, but not as much of the boxes and functional stickers, and other the vertical boxes, the full boxes. So I'm excited to use this, and especially for fall, because the fall stickers in this book are really cute, and for Christmas and New Year's, all the holiday stickers are really, really cute. And I know Rong Rong actually just came out with a seasonal bundle. Well, I don't know if it's a bundle, but all the marketing materials, they're all posted together. You've probably seen them. So that's really exciting. I'm going to look into getting some of those because I love adding girls in my spreads. Originally I wasn't a huge fan. And I did a lot of Disney. I used to do a lot of Disney, and I still do some princesses, but I used to do a lot of Disney, almost everything Disney. And when I first started planning, so yeah, branch out, and I really love using different girls from different brands, and they're just so cute. I don't know. I'm on well, in the summer anyways, I was definitely on a girl kick, and it's definitely bleeding over into the fall. So yeah, so I'll be using a few Rong Rong stickers and adding some teal. So it's actually, in person, it looks more like this green. They really kind of match. But in the photos, the Rong Rong stickers have more of a teal undertone. So, but it's pretty. It kind of makes it pop. So teal and orange, I think, are complementary colors. And it's really cute. So I'm just adding my florals right now, and trying to get the placement on those and decide which ones I want to use. This takes quite a while. So I'm doing this Bujo style, which is how I've been doing my minis, and I can't wait to get my hands on a plain white dot grid, which I ordered at Archer and Olive. So I can't wait to get my hands on one of those. But I really, in the meantime, I love using this one, and I'll probably continue using this one to make my mini spreads for on the go when I need them. If it's not a busy week, and I'm not doing a lot out and about, I don't need to make one. I just won't make one. But I have been using it lately because we've been pretty busy. So I need to figure out what I'm doing next year. It's so confusing. There are so many good planners, and there's so many more coming out. So I'm just not sure at all what I'm doing next year for my lineup. I've already bought 3 of the collab planners. One was supposed to be for my stepdaughter, the dashboard, but I don't know if she's really into. She wanted more a minimal planner, which obviously is she's not going to be using stickers and stuff. She just, unless I can get her on the train. I have that Bold School sticker book, and I'm thinking that might help because those are just mostly functional stickers, and I think it would be awesome for her to use those. And it helps you remember if it's it sticks out, if you put due today or test today, it's going to stick out so much more than if you just write it in your planner. So I'm hoping I can get her on the train, but anyways, I really like the dashboard one as well. But I also ordered a horizontal and a line vertical. So the line vertical, I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I've been wanting one forever, or a planner with lines, so that my writing is straight, but I've gotten so used to using just the vertical, and I just love decorating the vertical, and I decorate it in such a way that it's easy to use, even without lines now, as time has gone on and I've gotten used to using it. So I'm just not sure if I want those like shaded boxes at the top of my spread. So I may return that one. So anyways, and then give her the dashboard. And I'm not sure if I want to. I really wish I would have just gotten a plain vertical. Because I love the sort of the colors and the look of the planners, but more than anything, I love the minimal layouts. And so I was late to the live the other day, so I haven't really seen any of the new planners. So I will decide what I'm doing, I guess, once I see what planners are coming out for the fall, or at least, decide what I'm doing with my Marabou and Spoonful of Faith planners. I may just keep them all, cause for the covers and the discs, and and just use them interchangeably. So, they were like half price, so it's not a lot of money lost if I don't end up using them right away. So look at these colors, guys, in the Rong Rong book. These colors are so pretty for fall, and the little coffee cup and the pumpkin, and there's like a black cat. I love these. I've been so waiting to use these. I had a couple other stickers picked out. See, I went through a bunch of my seasonal books, but I had a couple others picked out from seasonal type, and I end up putting those back because they just don't exactly go together with the Rong Rong. And I wanted to use this particular sticker. I just like the color. It looks good with these florals, I think, in my opinion. Some may disagree because it's not like a super familiar color combo. I think it's really cute though. And I almost wish I would have used some like purples and oranges so I could use some of the more like maroon / burgundy colors in the headers and stuff, but it's okay. I like how it turns out. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put the sticker. It takes me a minute on placement. Sometimes I do pre-planning, and that eliminates a lot of this like guesswork. I still have to do it. It's just not being filmed, so it's not like super, super long. I feel like it can get really monotonous for the viewer because I'm super indecisive. But anyway, so I'm going to put it in the corner and then put my to-do list in the other opposite corner over here. And I'm going to do days of the week round as usual. I usually do them like in a circular pattern. Sometimes I do boxes, but the circles I think looks better. I always like my spreads more with when I do circles overlapping. And I was thinking to add some florals here, but I didn't want so much of the clear over the gold. It just has a weird effect in my opinion. So I end up doing something else. See, that would have been fun, and I could have just cut it right there. But I end up putting this in the corner over here. It sort of almost looks like it's like cascading down, which ends up looking really pretty. And then I use some of the leftovers and some other small stickers to sort of outline one corner of the box with the girl. And it takes me a minute to sort of piece together and do like the sticker surgery, as people would say, to just make it look organic, natural looking, because it was just like a little blob of flowers at the top corner. And so I add some other little pieces, and it ends up looking really pretty, and it goes sort of like a gradient from orange into yellow. So yeah, it's like, what do I even talk about? I need to this is why I always end up going off on my own little tangents, because there's not so much to say about what I'm doing other than just explaining to you guys what I'm doing, and then going into further detail I feel would be sort of silly. Like, okay, I'm going to cut the corner box now. And like, I mean, that's fine if people want to do that, but you can see that I'm doing that. And of course, if there's something that comes up that's like different or unique, or if it needs explanation, of course I'll explain. But I typically just like have a conversation with you guys when I do these voiceovers, or even when I'm planning live. Sometimes I'll talk, and yeah, I just prefer that when I'm watching Plan With Me. So I assume that you all probably do too, or at least most of you. And then I just like jump back in and let you know what I'm doing. So yeah, so you see what I'm saying, how it looks like a sort of a blob on the corner, and then it's not really organic looking, how it like goes into the yellow and green down the side. So that's why I'm going to cut out a little space and then add a few other things. So sorry if it's loud. I feel like it's like so loud right here next to this fan, but it's either this fan or cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons. So anyway, the fan might cut off in a second. Once it gets to a certain temp, I think it'll cut off, but maybe right here in the hallway. Oh, this is quiet. It's like quiet right here. So how's everyone enjoying? I mean, I'm assuming the temperatures have cooled off nationwide, maybe not everywhere, but it's definitely cooler here now, and the weather is gorgeous. I can't wait. My husband is actually helping his brother-in-law put in some flooring right now in his nephew and my husband's nephew, our nephew's house, because this is the oldest grandchild. My husband has 5 siblings, and one of his older sisters, this is her son that they're helping with the flooring, and he just got married. He's 21-ish, 21 going on 22, I guess. No, his birthday was in May, so he's 21. But they just had a child, him and his like new bride, they just had a baby, and the baby is gorgeous. His name is Miller. We call him Baby Miller, and that is where my husband is now, helping with the flooring. We just adore, his nephew and his wife. They're just like the sweetest young couple, and obviously they're closer in age to his daughter, who's 17, and she is also close with them and stuff, but we haven't seen them a lot lately. Baby Miller had RSV, and they were sick, and with COVID, people want to be safe, and everyone worries about their children, especially now that COVID is affecting little ones a lot more. And then the other thing is, my father-in-law is still on a ventilator in the hospital in the ICU. So, and my mother-in-law is like still recovering. She's at home, but she's still on oxygen. She's slowly but surely getting back to normal. And there's just been a lot going on this summer, so we just haven't seen each other a lot. And he's helping them out this morning. And then hopefully later we're going to go to like a farmer's market. We have a couple, and we have local farms. Pretty much like so many farms and wineries within a 50-mile radius. It's insane. Just beautiful countryside. If anyone is interested and has never been to Northeast Georgia, I would say it is just beautiful here. Definitely visit. If you're not from the South and you think, it's all backwards down here, it's really, really not. People are super friendly, and you're going to encounter mostly just normal people. It's not, as much, rednecks and like backwoods as you think. I live in the country, and of course there are like some good old boys, is what they call them, who are just blue collar guys, but for the most part even those guys are just friendly as can be, and there's bad people everywhere, I would say, but don't let that discourage you from visiting such a beautiful place, because it's gorgeous here. There are so many amazing like local eateries and wineries and little towns all throughout the mountains. See, we live in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, and there's the Appalachian Trail, and just lots of beautiful things to do. Hello, my little toddler just walked in. So yeah, there's a lot of wonderful things to do here. So I did decide to add that orange box with the same florals from the Roygbiv, and I'm gonna do my days around it. I thought I would have enough room to put this box so I can put like a little noted area of something important, something of importance, and I'm about to draw my circles. So I use my daughter's bracelet. Well, for the last 2 or 3 I have. Before that, I was using like a mug or a cup. But this is smaller and it works just much better. They don't overlap as much and it just looks a lot better. And it just works perfectly. It's the perfect size. It's easy to use. And it's always around. And she's got a couple of these actually, but I stole this one. And you'll see here just in a second. She notices that I have stolen her bracelet, is what she said, and she comes and takes it. So it takes me a second to get it back from her so I can finish doing Sunday's little half circle. It's pretty funny. I kind of wish that had been like, real time so you could hear. It was really funny. She's hilarious. She's like a little comedian without even meaning to be. She's funny and she's so smart. You guys, I'm blown away every day by how intelligent my child is. She's 3.5 and she speaks in like full sentences. She uses the big words and she understands so much more than I ever thought kids at that age understood. And yeah, it's really mind-blowing. We were at the park yesterday and she just is a friendly kid. She wants to make friends with everyone. So I actually cut out some of the, when I was like chasing her around trying to get it back, I cut that, I guess. So, but she's just amazing, really. I have mostly written a lot about her in my journal this week. I'm just feeling kind of sentimental lately. So I added the washi and then I added September in gold lettering that was from an accessory pack. And it looks good because, I had a little bit of gold already in there. So it just adds a little more gold. And then I'm going to write in my days of the week only because I do have stickers that I could have used that were from the handwritten plans or something, VPS, but I didn't want that font, so I just write them in, and I think it looks fine. I was going to letter them, but last time I screwed it up, and it looked okay, but I just wrote them in, and then I'm adding just little clear dates, also from an extension pack or something like that, and I'm just going to add those in, and then I change my mind, and I do it outside of the box. I thought it would look better outside of the box, and I wasn't sure if I should add like, instead of Mon, Tues, Win, Thurs, so I thought I should add like Monday instead of abbreviating it, but I don't think I'd have enough room, and I just thought it looked fine the way it was. So I actually yesterday I ordered some days of the week from Allie, who I'm wondering if I should have ordered the minis actually. I don't know the difference in size. I don't know how small they are, and I feel like they're already kind of small. So I didn't get the minis, so I may order those next time, but I got the days of the week though, so I'm really excited to have those. So my spread is pretty much done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you love how it looks, and we're excited for fall, so I hope to see you guys again soon. All right, take care. Bye.